sweet little girl, Lola. Yeah. Yes. After all you've been through, look at how sweet you are. That's a good girl. We're going to tell everybody your story today. Find you a home, okay? Find you a home, honey. Ready? We're going to go to work for you now. Rockford's #1 hit music station, 97 ZOK 23, Steve Shannon Show with Mandy James. And Brooke is with us from Noah's Ark Animal Sanctuary. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so today was a little tiny bit of a struggle for you first before you got here because Lola did not want to get in the car.
She was terrified. But with help of Burger King breakfast, she got in.
Right on. She had it her way.
Yes.
All right, so we smile here now, but the story that we got that we're now going to share with you, and it goes beyond Lola's story, but Lola is just sort of the tip of the iceberg, and we kind of want to make you aware of something where you can sort of help us all save these dogs. Now, first off, Lola's 6 months old, yes?
Yes, yeah.
And she is, is there any other mix besides Pit Bull in there?
Maybe some boxer.
Okay. Well, she's got just beautiful coloring, but it'd be easier if you just say where you found her, because I get pretty emotional. My heart's always on my sleeve, and when it comes to dogs, my heart breaks when I hear things like this.
So she was brought to us on Sunday from a Rockford police officer. She was found at Levings Lake, which, if you guys don't know, it's kind of a common dumping ground for pit bulls. And he brought her in. She was not going to make it out there. She was kind of left to die. She's very, very skinny. She has a horrible wound on her shoulder. Yeah, it's not very easy to talk about.
Yep, yeah. And as of late, there have been a couple of discoveries at Levings Lake that have been even worse than her situation.
Yes, she's one of the lucky ones to make it to the Ark.
And found a couple that were drowned there, and even more heinous things have been discovered there since. So, you know, if that's an area that you're regularly around, if you just stay diligent and you know, make sure you're contacting Noah's Ark. I mean, no disrespect meant to the county at all, but you know, there's an end line there that doesn't exist at Noah's Ark. So that's why we want to make sure when you do find these situations, please call Noah's Ark first. Please do that.
Yep.
You know, so she is not going to be available for adoption right away. Is that, you're waiting for that wound to heal?
That wound, we want her to gain some weight and kind of learn how to be a dog.
Yeah. You know, here's what's crazy, and I don't know if we've probably encountered this probably 4 or 5 times, and I would like to say it a couple different ways. Number one, I like to think that Mandy and I provide an environment, and we're the kinds of people that love dogs, and so we sometimes, in the worst situations, get the best of these animals when they're with us. Mm-hmm. But it's still surprising. You think about, you know, the possibility of where that wound came from, whether that was a burn or she was dragged, and how she sort of lowers herself when it seems to be around males, but she has all this love in her, and she's so quiet that it's crazy to me that no matter how awful a human or humans were to some of these animals, love is still there.
Yeah, she's insanely forgiving. That's kind of the problem with pit bulls. They're so loyal, and that's why they'll do so much for their owners, and it gets them into horrible situations. But with her, she has so much spirit and so much fight to survive in her. It's amazing. And
the tail is always the true sign that you're dealing with a very happy dog.
Yeah.
You know, and she has been that way since the moment she walked in. Her and Maddie immediately connected. And you notice, too, that every time we try to move and step back to take a picture, you'll notice when you look at her picture on Instagram, it took us a while to get that photo because every time we back up from her, she'd come right to us and want to keep loving on us, you know?
Yeah, she's a big kisser.
Yeah.
So if you meet her, beware of kisses.
So, you got a timeline, you think, where she might be available, or should people just keep watching, you know, the Sanctuary's Facebook page, or?
Watch our Facebook. We're kind of going to be telling her story throughout the next few weeks and letting everyone know how her journey is going. probably won't be for a few weeks, if not more than a month.
Okay.
She really doesn't know how to be a dog.
But it's okay if you want to just come down and start visiting her, right?
She's actually in isolation.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm glad I asked then, because my assumption was that we could come down and show her some love every couple of days. Through the Facebook story, we'll know when she's no longer in isolation. Okay,
Yes.
I understand. I completely understand. Thank you, Brooke, so much today for bringing us such a special little girl.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Lola, we're going to get you that home, girl. You just hang in there. 827, Justin and Post Malone. Next on 97 ZOK.
Well.
What just happened?
No wonder. Whoa.
What happened?
Really big gift for you guys.
Oh my
Oh, I can smell the big gift.
Yeah.
I'm not picking it up. Oh.
Whoa. Hello, LA Lola.
Well, that's a great way to end the video.
Damn. Okay. Really? Okay.
Yep.
It really was going so well, and this girl had to turn it to shit.